that before. Where's my bloody arm? No pain.
No.
The story starts with Michael and his wife, Ava Hamilton, stopping at a gas station. Suddenly, everything goes dark and all the electronics stop working. They mention that this has happened before, suggesting a big energy crisis. The world is running out of power and could face a total energy shutdown in 5 years. Scientists built the Shepard particle accelerator on a space station called Cloverfield. A team of scientists and engineers, including Ava, is sent to the station to run the accelerator, but she feels unsure about leaving Michael, especially after losing their children. Michael understands the mission's importance and encourages her to go. On the station, 7 people are working to fix the Shepard particle accelerator. The team includes Ava, Schmidt, Monk, Tam, Volkov, Mundy, and their leader, Keel. For 2 years, they've been trying to make the machine work, but every time it fails. This time, things don't go as planned either. The next day, Ava has a video call with Michael, and she tells him they only have enough fuel left for 3 more tries. During the call, the connection cuts off. She thinks about her past and feels guilty for the loss of their children. Later, the crew meets to discuss their problems. Volkov points out that many of the station's machines are breaking down, but the Shepard device is still working. Tensions rise, and Volkov and Schmidt argue, but they decide to try again to fix the accelerator. On Earth, a news report warns that the Shepard device is so powerful that it could cause the universe to break apart, bringing dangerous creatures from other dimensions. The crew ignores the warning and focuses on their mission. Finally, the accelerator starts working, but then it overloads, causing explosions and loss of gravity. The crew puts out the fires and fixes the ventilation system. Just when things seem to calm down, they make a terrifying discovery. Earth is gone. It has completely disappeared. As they try to understand what happened, Ava finds that the station's navigation equipment is missing. Strange sounds lead them to discover a woman trapped inside a wall. The woman knows Ava's name, which shocks the crew. They rescue her and learn her name is Mina Jensen. She says she's been working on the station for 2 years and knows the crew, but Ava is confused because she has never seen her before. Mina warns Ava not to trust Schmidt, accusing him of sabotaging the Shepard device. When Keel hears this, he locks Schmidt in a room, even though Schmidt says he's innocent. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Michael is driving to a hospital. He calls a friend who works with the Cloverfield station to find out what's happening. The friend tells him the station has disappeared. While driving, Michael sees a collapsed building and a giant shadow that scares him. Then, he hears a girl crying for help. He rescues her and takes her to the hospital. On the station, Mundy is working on a wall when something strange happens. The wall grabs his hand and pulls it inside. Ava and Keel rush to help, but when they free Mundy, his hand is gone. Strangely, he feels no pain and there is no blood. Later, Schmidt, who is locked in his room, hears strange noises. The door opens on its own, and he sees something unbelievable. Mundy's severed hand crawling on the floor. Schmidt is shocked when he sees the strange, moving hand and calls the crew to come check it out. To their surprise, the hand starts to write something. They give it a pen, and it writes a chilling message. They need to open Volkov's body. The crew is hesitant, but they agree to perform an autopsy on Volkov. Inside his body, they find the missing navigation device. They reinstall the device, and to their relief, they manage to locate Earth. However, when they try to contact the planet, the signals they receive are confusing. News reports claim that the Cloverfield station crashed into the Atlantic Ocean and that the Shepard device failed. This leaves the crew in disbelief. But Schmidt explains what has really happened. He reveals that the station has ended up in a parallel universe. In this alternate universe, everything is similar to their own world, but with small differences. This explains why Mina knew everyone on the crew, because in her dimension, she had been working on the station with them for years. Meanwhile, Back on Earth, Michael takes the girl he rescued to his house. He locks the doors to keep them both safe and takes care of her injuries. It becomes clear that Michael is a doctor as he helps her. On the station, the crew works hard to fix the Shepard accelerator and find a way to return to their original universe. While they are making repairs to the circuits, Tam encounters a sudden water leak, which floods the area and traps her. Ava, Keel, and Mundy rush to help, but the pressure causes an explosion and the hatch bursts open. The water freezes almost instantly, and Tam dies in the process. Her death deeply affects the crew, and they are all devastated. Commander Keel warns the crew that the alternate dimension is actively trying to destroy them, and he stresses that they must leave as soon as possible. With the crew now smaller, Mina steps up to help, using her engineering knowledge from her dimension to repair the damaged circuits and continue their mission. Once the repairs are complete, Keel makes the decision to send Mina back to her Earth in an escape pod. During this time, Ava has a heartfelt conversation with Mina about her family. Ava opens up and shares the tragic story of how a mistake she made led to the death of her children. Mina then shocks Ava by showing her a video of her children, who are still alive in her dimension. This emotional moment makes Ava realize that the power cells she installed in her own home caused the accident that killed her kids. She becomes terrified that the same disaster might happen in this dimension, and she decides to travel to the alternate Earth to stop it. After some convincing, Keel agrees to let her go. As the team prepares to restart the Shepard accelerator and try to get back to their universe, another disaster strikes. Mundy is killed instantly when a magnetic field malfunctions, causing a massive explosion. The explosion damages a large part of the station, and the crew is forced to detach the section to save the rest of the station. Keel and Ava work together to release the damaged section, but the door mechanism fails and they cannot open it. With no other choice, Keel sacrifices herself by staying behind to manually detach the section and save the others. Ava and Mina then prepare to board the escape pod, but just as they are about to leave, Mina betrays Ava. She knocks Ava out with a tranquilizer gun and reveals her true plan. Mina wants to use the Shepard accelerator to save her own world, which is also suffering from an energy crisis. Her version of the Cloverfield station has already been destroyed, and this is her only chance to save her Earth. Mina turns violent, attacking the remaining crew members one by one. Ava wakes up just in time to stop Mina from shooting Schmidt again. In the chaos that follows, Mina accidentally gets shot. A fight breaks out between Ava and Mina, and in a clever move, Ava shoots a mirror, causing it to shatter and sending Mina flying out into space. Now, only Ava and Schmidt are left alive on the station. Ava helps Schmidt by carefully removing the bullet from his wound, and she records a voice message for her alternate self. In the message, she warns her not to use power cells at home because they cause a tragedy in her dimension. She also gives detailed instructions on how to fix the Shepard accelerator, hoping it will prevent the same disaster in this universe. After finishing the message, Ava and Schmidt manage to get the Shepard accelerator working again. With the device finally functioning, they return to their original dimension. When they arrive, they contact the Space Center and inform them that only the two of them survived. They stabilize the accelerator one last time, and the flow of unlimited energy begins, bringing hope and relief to Earth. Ava and Schmidt then board a shuttle, preparing to return home. But just as they are about to leave, Michael receives a warning from the Space Center. He learns that Ava and Schmidt are on their way back, and he is terrified. Fearing the consequences, Michael warns the Space Center to stop the survivors from returning, as he believes something dangerous could happen on Earth. As the movie ends, storm clouds part, and a massive monster emerges from within them, hinting that a new danger is about to be unleashed on Earth. Thank you for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment about which movie we should recap on our next video.